Hello, parents, friends, and donors. Thank you for coming over last July 10, and as promised, herewith is my keynote presentation. Before that, though, you may want to look at your pictures. You're so wonderful. You shared your thoughts, personal experiences, and in the process, it added so much value in the discussion. I took the first lecture, and after my slot, my good friend Carlos shared his personal experiences and insights about online games. Last but not the least is my Facebook buddy Chai. Without her, we will not experience that high-tech and cool training facility. Thanks Chai, and thanks to Windows. Alright, allow me to share with you once again just the highlights of my PowerPoint presentation. As discussed, our life is so simple back then, and we are content with this gadget and with this cartoon. Several decades have passed, and our kids are enjoying so much advancement in technology. But with that development comes some problems too. Parents, if you do not recognize that character in your screen, that only shows you are not aware of the kind of culture your kids are exposed at. Do we need to understand their pop culture? I believe so. Because we cannot comply with this command unless we understand their environment. We owe it to our Creator who gave us our kids and to our society on which we ought to add value to the next generation. Now, why pay attention to the web? Both know that our kids can access anything under the sun and even beyond. Alright, as my friends told me, this advocacy is not for the Philippines but for first world countries. Let's look at our local data. According to Internet World Stats, our internet penetration rate grew by 29.7% from the year 2000 up to present. Out of that figure, roughly 15 million are in Facebook, and 20% of that are our kids. The 9% belongs to the 13 to 15, and the 11% belong to the 16 to 17 age group. What Pinoys are doing online? According to Yahoo and Nielsen, these are the top 10 online activities of Filipinos. If we will factor in the preteens and the kids, parents, you may want to validate the list and check if what you can see from your kids are consistent with the figures with the list in your screen. Incidentally, according to Norton, these are the top 3 exposures of Filipino children. Now, parents, do you want your kids to fall in any of these 3? Now, how do we protect our kids? Please allow me to share with you what we are doing at home. We feed our kids. We filter access to the web. We engage and we educate our kids. And we discipline if necessary. Now, how do we regulate their access? Aside from the standard updated antivirus, we use 2 of the free online tools available on the web. So in our case, we are using OpenDNS and Web of Trust. Just go to OpenDNS, set up your account, and it will help you and guide you on how to set up either your router or the individual computers. In our case, we set up the router so that regardless of the device they are using, access to the web is regulated. We also use the Web of Trust, but before that, this is the actual screenshot in your screen, so you can use any of the pre-configured setting or check the different categories that you want blocked in your network. Going back to the Web of Trust, this is an online community of parents and other responsible web users. So they rate the sites and they give feedback to each other. So Just in case you or your kid is about to access a harmful site, you will get this warning. Alright, after we filter, we engage, and we educate. We impress on our kids that real-world relationship is far, far better than virtual ones. We also tell them and educate them about privacies because they can put themselves or any of us in unnecessary harm because of too much information shared in the web. Allow me also to put some emphasis on setting an example as a parent. About 2 years ago, our daughter approached us and requested to have her own Facebook account. We tried to set up something for her, but it was denied because she's under 13. She tried to persuade us because her classmates had their own Facebook already, but we tell her we have to follow the regulations of these authorities. Now, fast forward to the present, or rather after about a year, in one of our out-of-town trips, I was driving at the speed of 100 kph. My daughter noticed the signboard that says 80 maximum speed. So she got back to me and said, "Pa, you're traveling at the speed of 100 and you're supposed to travel only max of 80. Come on. Message sent. Now, parents, our kids will not do what we tell them to do, but they will emulate and they will multiply the actions that they see us doing. They will follow the examples that we have set. We filter, we engage, we educate, and finally, we discipline. Online activities are meant to add value and to build our personal brand and other people too. If our kids cannot do that, then they are restricted to access the web. Likewise, we only give them what is necessary. If they want a phone, we'll give them a cell phone with basic functionality. If they don't need an iPhone, why should we give them one? Okay? Now, these are just the highlights of my presentation. Parents, it is important for us to engage and connect with our kids, set an example, and bond with them. Now, if it happens that you're not yet connected with us in our Facebook community, please join us. We will try to exchange tips on how we could properly help our kids online. Thank you once again for this wonderful opportunity you gave me, not only for organizing this event for you, but listening to our personal experiences too. Likewise, I want to thank the following organizations. Without Windows 7, the first event will not materialize. But parents, we have good news. On August 14, Victory Green Hills will co-present the event. So if you have friends or relatives who are interested, please ask them to send requests at reservations@websafetyforkids, or rather websafetyforparents.org. Again, it's reservations@websafetyforparents.org. See you on our August 14 event, and thank you once again. Wonderful organization for your support with us. I am thankful for your contributions. Again, people, mabuhay and God bless.